Graduates and guests, may we have your attention, please? Convocation is about to begin. If you have a mobile device or pager with you, please turn it off or silence it during the ceremony. Thank you for your attention and congratulations. If able, please rise.
We wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we're grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. We're also grateful to have the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our scholars who graduate today. On their behalf, let us express gratitude for the support of their families and friends, and for the faculty and staff who have guided them in their pursuit of knowledge. Whatever our own traditions, let us reflect, as we proceed through the convocation ceremony, on the many years of effort, sacrifice, and success that have brought us to this time of celebration. One of my most important roles as Chancellor is to serve as Chair of Convocation Ceremonies, conferring degrees upon our graduates, and celebrating their entry into the University of Toronto's distinguished alumni community, and I am deeply honored to do so today. In Concilium Universitatis Torontonensis Vocatis Sumus. Graduates, please remain standing. All guests, please be seated.
Insignissima can Kalahia. Presento tibi hosca scholaris, ut admentator ad grados varios, testorque eos quod omnia cre, statuta requirunt aptos et idonios esse.
Ad perfectum huas provinciae, huas gemaginae patriae, ed ac perfectum omnium notionum omnibus interis canentatum, ego, ex autoritate mihi et tote universitate commissa, admitto vos ad gratos varios, quorum ura vobis do et peto quoque ut omnia conficiatis, munera quae ad illos gratos pertinent.
Please be seated. My name is Melanie Wooden, and it is my great privilege to serve as the 17th President of the University of Toronto. Today, I have the additional privilege of assisting Chancellor Wes Hall in conducting this convocation. The university is an institution with deep historical roots and many enduring traditions. Among those is our use of the language of the medieval university in today's wonderful celebration. For those in attendance who, like me, are less than fluent in Latin, a translation may be helpful. For my part, I said, "Most distinguished Chancellor, I present to you these scholars, that they may be admitted to the various degrees, and I bear witness that, as far as all things which the statutes require, they are fit and suitable." Much more significantly from the standpoint of the graduating class, the Chancellor then replied, "To the benefits of this province, this great country, and to the worldwide community of nations, I, by the authority vested in me and in the whole university, admit you to your various degrees, grant to you the rights, and ask of you the responsibilities of doing all those things which pertain to those degrees. And so, as my first order of business, I am delighted to salute you, the graduating class of 2025 from the University of Toronto, Mississauga. That's it. You're done. Warmest congratulations. I would also like to bid a warm welcome to everyone who has joined us in this historic Convocation Hall. Graduates, today the University of Toronto is formally recognizing your hard work, your accomplishments, your perseverance, and this milestone. Each of you, as a member of the graduating class, is joining an exceptional family of University of Toronto alumni. U of T has a global community of more than 700,000 alumni in 196 countries. They are the university's living legacy and our greatest ambassadors. U of T alumni serve in leadership roles in virtually every corner of the globe and in every walk of life. They are prime ministers, justices, scholars, authors, community and business leaders, scientists, and professionals of every description. Their endeavors have shaped the world we live in and the way we understand that world. We have no doubt that the University of Toronto's high international standing can be attributed to the generations of dedicated and very talented faculty and staff, but we also understand that this reputation has been built by our alumni, a group that now includes each and every one of you. So, to the graduating class, let me say thank you. Thank you for your many contributions to the university while you were a student, and thank you for what you will do as a member of Canada's largest, and I believe most distinguished, alumni community. One more word of thanks is in order. I'm sure all graduates share a sense of gratitude to the friends and family who have helped bring them to this special day. And I would ask you to join me and the platform party in thanking them with a vigorous round of applause. And let me continue with a request. One of the distinguishing features of this convocation is that graduates come forward to be recognized individually to enthusiastic applause. Once you've done that, you'll then leave the stage over by the ramp and exit and go around the hall. At that point, you're going to turn left and quietly re-enter the hall as your peers continue to be recognized. In that spirit, I encourage you to think of the very last person who will be on this stage. I believe it will be Wan-Chi Jai. Could you please stand up? Wan-Chi? Okay, Wan-Chi is, oh, there's Wan-Chi. Wonderful. I want everyone to remember your classmate and return to your seat quietly. Thank you for your understanding, and once more, warmest congratulations. It is now my privilege to introduce today's convocation speaker, Eugenia Addy. Dr. Addy is a renowned scientist, communicator, and social entrepreneur, serving as the CEO of Visions of Science. Her mission is to transform communities and society at large through equitable access to STEM education. With over 15 years of experience, she has led youth initiatives in more than 50 underserved communities around the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area, and has shared her insights on over 80 platforms, including TEDx. Featured in major media outlets like Toronto Life, the Globe and Mail, and CBC, Dr. Addy is also a decorated leader, holding awards from the University of Toronto and Life Sciences Ontario. Please welcome Eugene Addy to the podium.
We made it. Y'all made it. Congratulations. Chancellor Hall, President Wooden, distinguished faculty and members of the Platform Party, families, friends, and most importantly, you all, the graduates, thank you for the absolute honor of speaking with you today. I sat where you sat, twice. And I remember the mix of pride and pressure, hope, mostly fear, because people were gonna be asking me and kept asking me the famous question, and I'm sure y'all know it, I see smiles, because so what's next? What are you gonna do now? Okay, what are you gonna do with your life? And to be honest, I did not always have a neat answer. Sometimes I didn't have an answer. I had a bit of a look, shrug. But what I did have was a moment of my life that changed me, and I want to share that with you today. So years ago, once I graduated with my PhD, I was a scientist, and I was a scientist who loved the lab and also loved my community. So I was kind of sitting around waiting for someone to help bridge the distance between the two. Someone who would bring hands-on STEM to curious, bright young minds who were often underlooked. I had hundreds of reasons to wait for that someone. I was young at the time. I did not have many resources. I needed to make actual money, which I'm sure resonates with most of you. Yeah, I see some nods. We need that. And the path was not clear. I didn't have a course calendar. I didn't have anything to navigate. I just had this thought that somebody's got to do it. So I'll wait. I'll wait for somebody to do that. I told myself that when the timing felt right, I would start, I would join something, I would make it official, and when I felt ready, a door would obviously open. And one day, I finally realized that the person that I was waiting for was me. The realization was not that dramatic. It was quiet and incredibly uncomfortable. It sounded like a challenge, and the challenge that kept echoing in my mind was, if you keep waiting for permission, you will keep waiting. And if you want a door that has not been opened for you, build it. So I took a small step, a super small step. I started researching. I Googled STEM, community, science, various things in the search engine that I was using, and I found Visions of Science. I joined an outreach program, I volunteered and I engaged, and I went from volunteering from a program to quickly leading the organization. I want to tell you that that leap was easy. It was the hardest season of my life. As a team, we learned, we failed, we adjusted, and we tried again. And none of it looked like a leap at the time. It looked like a series of ordinary choices that had to be made with courage. And I want to share with you a few points of what that season taught me that I hope you'll take with you into the future today. The first one is choose your problem with courage. Titles will change. Industries, as we all know, will change and evolve. Tools will update. Problems will endure until we decide to face them. Ask yourself, what breaks my heart? What fires me up? What keeps me up at night? Is it climate resilience? Is it health access? Is it having equitable classrooms? Is it ethical AI, safer cities, stronger arts communities? Pick one. And not because you want to solve it by yourself, but because you want to focus. And understand that the degree that you're receiving today is not something that will contain you. It's a tool in your toolbox for solving that problem. It's going to lift you to a platform where your voice and your skills can serve something larger than yourself. The second piece of advice is be the person that you are waiting for. I know for myself, many of us are waiting for the perfect mentor, the perfect plan, the perfect job description, and sometimes perfection can just be a stall tactic. Start with what you have and with who you have. When we began at Visions of Science, we did not have a blueprint. We had a purpose and we had our community. We asked questions, we listened, we co-designed, we adjusted. And let me tell you, I had no idea how to be a CEO. Nobody told me. But what we did have and what I did have was a bias for action and a willingness to learn out loud, which leads me to my third piece of advice. Build tables, not pedestals. We live in a world where everybody wants to be front and center, and that is okay. But pedestals can often be lonely and fragile. Tables are where we come together, we bring our ideas, we bring lived experience, and it sits tightly next to good data. We learn from one another, youth and elders. Differences become our assets. And I'll say that whatever field you enter, always ask yourself, who is missing from this table? Who needs to be joining this conversation? And change your invite list. Because innovation without inclusion solves a problem for only a few. The fourth piece of advice I'll give you is practice courageous consistency. This one was hard. And it's hard for us too, right? Because we celebrate all the big things. We celebrate big launches. We're living in a world where viral moments are everything. But when the numbers fade and the lights turn off, we actually need to tackle challenges and changes in the community at a steady pace. Sometimes it's unglamorous repetition. It's something as simple as answering emails on time, showing up when it's difficult, fixing that process that frustrates everyone and no one wants to actually solve it, owning your mistakes, sharing credit. It's a daily discipline. And I know when we first were building momentum at Visions of Science, the work that mattered the most was actually really simple. Call that parent back. Rewrite that lesson plan. Make sure we balance that budget. Thank that funder. Do the small things well, and they'll make room for large things to grow. And finally, let all you've learned keep you moving. Degrees are just milestones, but they are not finish lines. The world that you are entering, and I know you know this, is moving fast and it's super complex. That's not a warning. That's not a reason to be afraid. It's actually an invitation. When your assumptions break, let curiosity in. When a new tool emerges, learn it. When your first plan fails, ask better questions and try for the next one. Your capacity to learn, which you have proven you have, will serve you to learn faster and adapt to the problems as they change, and you will be your competitive edge and, in turn, your social responsibility. Now, I wish I could tell you that courage erases fear. It does not. Courage gives fear a job to do, okay? It says, thank you for that signal. Now move aside while I take my steps. When I look back, the fear that I felt in stepping into the unknown, in stepping into a world that was not charted out for me neatly, that fear was enormous, and now feels like a small footnote. When I think about the lives that have been changed and the leaders that have been raised through the programs that we are doing that did not exist until somebody chose to begin, to just start something. And graduates, you are entering a world that absolutely needs your imagination, your integrity, your skills. It needs people that can hold both evidence and empathy, ambition and accountability. It needs people who will not wait for the perfect roadmap, but who will build one with others and leave it better marked for those to follow after. So, here is my ask for you as you get ready to walk across this stage into your next chapter. Choose your problem, be the person, build the table, practice courageous consistency, and keep learning. Many of you here, you got your path sorted out. You're clear on what your future holds, and I love that for you. Run that path with joy. And for those of you who are unsure, please know that it is not a failure. It's a frontier. Take one step, send one email, make one prototype, join one working group, mentor one student, pilot that one idea. Small steps repeated with intention can shift the entire landscape. While, again, I don't know your individual situations, but I'm not that convocation speaker that can pay off your student loans. I'm so sorry about that. But I can offer you something that I believe is more powerful over a lifetime. It's the decision to move from waiting to building, from someday to today, and from someone to you. This world has never existed with your exact combination of gifts, training, and your story until now. Use them with courage, use them with care, and use them together. Congratulations, class of 2025. I can't wait to see what you built. Thank you.
As we await the convocants, I'll just introduce myself. My name is Ron Wenner from the UTM Career Center, and it is my privilege to serve as reader for today. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates from the University of Toronto, Mississauga, who are being admitted to the degree of Honors Bachelor of Arts. Zainab Amir. Alabade Daniel Adelia Epenishile. Sophia Afros. Chongyu Ai. Hala Thulfakar Abaj. Amani Aldelamai. Jowdy Aldana. Sarah Al-Hukel. Faisal Mahud Al-Husseini. Fatima Ali. Maham Ali. Mazen Al-Masri. Saif Amjad Adel. Omo Pamela Amaran. Odiat Anand. Hazel Antiporta. Abdullah Mazen Aoudi. Mason Noah Archer. Rimsha Ashiz. Aska Noor. Can you whisper? Manal Beg. Ashley Lauren Ball. Yuhan Bao. Yassine Barur. Kyrios Elijah Basili. Phaedra Alina Winifred Ivy Bagauti. Naina Bambla. Alisa Catherine Brown. Mehak Chada. Junkun Chen. Shukun Chen. Yaoming Chen. Jaya Chen. Jeffrey Chickwem. Jenny Wingtung Chow. Ashley Ann Leanna Crawford. Tia Marielle Cummins. Daniela Maria David. Zara Imtiaz Dakam. Diksha Danda. Adrian Dragalin. Mila Dujakovic. Monique Nena Izego. Rika Emmanuel Facundo. Yuhan Fang. Nashra Fatima. Shungi Fung. Jai Fu. Isabella Maria G. Madison Glenville. Somesh Chandra Gorla. Shraddha Goswani. Mehtab Singh Grewal. Nimrat Grewal. Alexander George Grazdanovsky. Nyasha Joseph Gumbo. Sarah Habinger. Kira Julia Hall. Soraya Suleiman Hassan. Sean Yuhan Hornby. Mongtong Huang. Yuji Hung. Justin Bradley Hussein. Zaina Nabil Ikram. Rosie Jaff. Halem Chung. Leah Jing. Kira Johansson. Justine Kafle. Chenyang Kao. Kiati Kataki. Zua Ku. Uchichi Kelichi Wanku. Hamza Ahmed Khan. Dragan Kovacevic. Daniela Kunz Piedrahita. Annie Uyeme Lawani. Sungchun Lee. Chingray Lee. Xingray Lee. April Lee. Zihan Lee. Achilles Emmanuel Conception Lim. Lucas Liu. Xiaoyan Liu. Zemin Liu. Zuyi Liu. Robert A. Lolino. Tobias Long. Christina Lopera. Luisa Ann Reyes Lopez. Anson Loy. Justin Louis. Jinming Luo. Harhit Kaur Man. Amro Fawaz Mati. Rawad McCarthy. Naya Brianna McCrae. Diego Eduardo Mello. Joyce Mitoshela. Muhammad Humais Minhas. Zara Mirza. Samia Muhammad. Yiji Moon. Siranch Narayan. Kimdo Hoang Nguyen. Drew Alexander Nicholson. Ethan Salerno Noguera. Sofia Alejandra Nordman Orozco. Kathleen Rebecca Devika O'Brien. Yuching Pan. Harshan Panu. Daniel Polak. Ajay Prasad. Bhairavi Prasanna. Pariza Kamuzaman. Riti Rajesh. Celine Rajkumar. Akash Ramaswamy. Muhammad Saeed. Gabriel Lorenzo San Augustine. Akash Santosh. Hannah Catherine Santrim. Hamna Shah. Ad Imad Sharuni. Sumaya Shazad. Harez Mustafa Sheikh. Aditya Sharma. Miriam Siddiqui. Joseph Matthew Silvestro. Quinn Carrier Sign. Isha Singh. Hyanmin Son. Jiayu Song. Michaela Stevenson. Manho Sito. Leaning Tong. Alishba Tarek. Ashanti Chuambu Muko. Vaden Takur. Megan Thanana Yagam. Manaswi Vanam. Elaine Nicole Walls. Jiamin Wang. Tianjin Wang. Lauren Caitlin West. Ruby Rose Yanying Wilson. Rochelle Wilson Morris. Chloe Kai Wong. Menglu Xu. Xinyu Xu. Holin Young. Mehan Young. Yichun Young. Yoshiyuki Yunemushi. Marcus Yu. Frank Zhang. Sunbyo Zhang. Xiaozian Zhao. Jale Zhu. Candidates from the University of Toronto, Mississauga, who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Omar Al-Raba. Anna Camilla Fernandez. Alessandro Gaiuzzo. Jasmine Costani. Cristel Lopez. Malvika Puri. Candidates from the University of Toronto, Mississauga, who are being admitted to the degree of Honours Bachelor of Science. Ezra Abbas. Asiya Abdul Qadir. Dania Abdul Razak. Miriam Adib. Andriana Alabi. Sayara Alam. Jude Wael Alborno. Joanne Chinu Alex. Rianne Ali. Yasmin Emily Ali. Hafsa Alawi. Razan Al-Saber. Elizabeth Majduline Al-Said. Saud Al-Tayyar. Taib Saeed Alvi. Mina Aman. Madeline Rose Amaral. Umishan Ambiyahe Bahen. Lance Roman Kwasi Amo. Giselle Letitia Na Ode Anan. Mateo Jose Arcos. Tia Vivian Arnold. Andrea Elsa Arsenault. Anjana Srichandra Atria. Ronit Manish Bansal. Ido Benchaim. Catherine Rosa Benitez. Logan Alexander Blasky. Sebastian Bowie. Nicholas Robert Branco Carvalho. Kayao Chan. Kevin Chen. Yisu Chen. Helena Noritomi Cruz. Drupad Das. Amir Hossein Davoudi. Kaneshk Deshpande. Kate DeVera. Simran Dillon. Brenna Ruth Dobson. Dong Jipong. Keiyu Fan. Xiang Fon. Rahma Faraz. Khalid Fawal. Jada Jane Foster. Rosa Fragomeni. Saeed Dean Firliuchkich. Andrew Gadd. Arshdeep Godry. Muhammad Ayan Ghani. Ariba Gondal. Jade Angela de Assis Gonzalez. Maripaz Gonzalez. Deng Guan. Fatima Bilal Habib. Afshan Hafiz. Andrea Sybil Hamilton Kawalu. Tegbir Hans. Liam Sihuko Harvey. Zaina Hiba. Sarah Catherine Holder. Sophie Julianne Hanzio. Saf Hussein. Amanda Tumin Huin. Tazrian Idrish. Evan Minwoo Jong. John Richard Johnston. David Jonah. Vaisi Kalunithi. Oshin Kalra. Insia Zara Kamalia. Maria Cameron. Aldenai Cano. Adam Canoon. Suhani Kapoor. Satyam Koshik. Swetayana Shah Kayusta. Aliza Javed Khan. Mohammed Ayan Khan. Afina Himchenko. Dilip Kirubarahan. Rongshan Kwang. Pak Yi Aiden Cody Kwong. Evangeline Lam. Ryan James Laporte. Jackson Lee. Hans Lee. Paul Jin Lee. Sasha Veronica Legrand. Victoria Elizabeth Lewis. Jiayu Li. Kayla Chin Yao Li. Xiang Li. Li Xiao Tong. Yunjiao Li. Yuxuan Liu. Zuchen Liu. Bagatinder Singh Longjia. Matthew Yuanshen Ma. Alika Maharaj. Reem Majub. Ayman Malik. Saliha Malik. Jasmine Kaur Mangat. Jendharme Tegarino Mangilet. Kyla Lily Soleil Marks. Athena Maya Serna Matinong. Simone Raquel Mendonça. Vidi Mystery. Sahira Hadia Mohammad Ali. Ahmed Mohsen. Adiha Sara Nakvi. Michael Nagash. Yawing Ng. Alexander Niknia. Abdullah Sami Nimur. Adrian Nuradini. Hussein Omer. Hien Dasov Park. Mansav Patel. Nebi Paulos. Jacqueline Joan Florence Jose. Zain Pierali. Sarvani Potiraju. Anita Pogachova. Ane Pretorius. Hanish Puvitaran. Huda Muhammad Qasim. Georgia Chiu. Arshia Saman Rahimi. Hadika Rahman. Ishak Ahmed Rahman. Saran Rajendran. Valeria Ramirez Osorio. Giovanna Sonia Remlaken. Roshana Rana. Rebecca Beatriz Reyes Salazar. Kento Patrick Riendo. Huria Rizwan. Alicia Trista Ruetas. Khadiza Rashid Ruhani. Ishan Saini. Shetaj Sarwar. Salah Saeed. Isha Shal. Arjun Shah. Hanya Shah. Mantram Sharma. Tina Sharma. Hamad Sheikh. Jia Shen. Eric Shi. Dennis Simsek. Unanya Singh. Avery Adriana Smits-Talving. Kareem Omar Summer. Samuel Jacob Squires. Pareth S. Suen. Robbie Cedric Suyat. Edelyn Aurelia Swan. Fariha Fatima Sayed. Bezait Asefa Tadessa. Matthew Jiaching Tay. Momina Terim. Hemal Kalpeshkumar Thakur. Mathilde Tremblay. Andrei Valkov. Suganya Varnakunasingam. Ivan Gregory Kolobong Varquez. John Olalekan Veracruz. Shengli Wang. Chuhan Wang. Shuan Wang. Younglu Wang. Mohammed Moiz Wakas. Kwok Wang Thomas Wong. Yiching Wu. Yimin Shu. Muyi Shu. Liang Yao. Pauline Ann Estacio Yasis. Nofel Mohammed Yazdani. Jordan Maxwell Young. Manal Zaina Yusuf. Xingyang Yu. Kua Kai Yu. Chehuan Yun. Leila Zaruk. Dongji Zhang. Mianjuan Zhang. Zhangwen Xuan. Wenli Zhang. Brian Zhou. Tianza Zhou. Eugenia Zhu. Candidates from the University of Toronto, Mississauga who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Tivon Orlando Arthur Brown. Juno Gong. Ali Tarek Hashem Ibrahim. Miriam Sheikh. Gergo Zetko. Candidates from the University of Toronto, Mississauga who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Diana Tran. Mustafa Amr Yusuf. Candidates from the University of Toronto, Mississauga, who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Mohammed Salman Ali. Damon Matthew Beatty. Lingjin Cao. Yali Chen. Shicheng Deng. Ili Isa. Luk Hang Harry Leung. Nina Ricci Abaya Liu. Jack Stanley Millette. David Oyang May. Jasmine Agboro. Aiden Rocks. Clayton James Robert Sarvinas. Michael Wenlong Situ. Jiajuin Song. Kazuya Takeuchi. Angeline Thanaraj. Xiaotong Xian. Jianghao Xiu. Andrew David Yao. Wenqi Zhai.
On behalf of the University of Toronto, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby admit all of those candidates not here present to their degrees in absentia.
As we conclude Convocation, I wish to thank all of you for your participation and your patience. To the family and friends and to those in the procession, let me say thank you. You have made this a more memorable event for each member of the graduating class. I would like to thank Chancellor West Hall for presiding over today's ceremony. I wish to thank as well the many other colleagues and friends of the university who participated in this convocation, whose names you will find in the program. Chancellor, I now invite you to bring today's ceremony to a close.
As I bring this convocation ceremony to a close on this, your special day, I hope we'll see you often in the years to come, and I invite you to stay connected. We will be very interested in your journey, and we know that you'll make an impact for the better in whatever path you choose. And before I finish, I have a public service announcement. 8 p.m. tonight, we have Jay's watch party outside. So we're going to continue the celebration, folks. Stay all night, watch the game, have fun. Concilium Demissum est.